Chosen one. You thought love simply slipped away. You blamed timing. You blamed heartbreak. You blamed your own weakness. But the truth is darker, more deliberate. Your love was stolen. Not lost. Not random. Stolen. The Masons stole your love. Not with chains you could see, but with shadows you could not name. They moved in silence, weaving plots in hidden places, pulling strings on nights when you cried yourself to sleep. Why? Because they feared what you would become if you were whole. You believed heartbreak meant you were broken. You thought rejection was proof you were unworthy. But listen, it was never about you being weak. It was about you being dangerous. Your heart, united with love, was a weapon against their order. They saw it. They struck. Heaven saw it too. And heaven did not forget. The word says, "The thief comes only to steal and kill and destroy. I have come that they may have life and have it to the full." John 10 verse 10. The thief came. The Masons took. But the prophecy is this: the very love that was stolen is the love that will be returned. Greater, stronger, untouchable, chosen one. This is not the end of your story. This is the unveiling. The theft was a proof, and the return will be the sign. Chosen one, close your eyes and picture it. Behind the veil of ordinary life, there were hidden rooms, dimly lit halls where whispers ruled, where hands signed secret agreements in the dark. These were not places you ever stepped into, yet your story was being rearranged there. It wasn't only money they redirected, not only opportunities they blocked. No, what they reached for was deeper, holier, more sacred. They stretched out greedy fingers toward your heart. They rewrote what you were meant to live. They engineered heartbreaks, delays, disappearances. They laughed in silence, believing you would never rise again. But even then, heaven was watching. The angels recorded every theft. Every tear became a seed planted in eternity. Every lonely night became evidence in the courts of heaven. And what is written above cannot be erased by shadows below. Hear this. The very thing stolen is a thing being returned. Not a copy, not a fragment, not a half measure. The return is multiplied. The love that was once fragile is coming back forged in fire, unshakable, unstoppable. You felt forgotten, but you were not. You felt abandoned, but you were hidden. You thought it was the end, but it was a preparation for a greater unveiling. The heavens whisper, "Stay with me," because in a moment you'll see the theft itself was a proof. Proof you were dangerous to their system. Proof you carried something worth stealing. Proof you were never ordinary. This is why they feared you. This is why they touched what they had no right to touch. And this is why heaven is rising now to repay, to restore, to rewrite your story before the eyes of those who mocked. Chosen one, lift your eyes. What was stolen is already returning. And the return will not be silent. Chosen one, do you feel the shift? Heaven does not speak empty words. Every tear you shed, every heartbeat that echoed in pain, every night you thought you were alone, it has been written. And now the scroll of restoration is being opened. The word is clear. Instead of your shame, you will receive a double portion, and instead of disgrace, you will rejoice in your inheritance. And so you will inherit a double portion in your land, and everlasting joy will be yours. Isaiah 61 verse 7. This is not poetry. This is law in the spirit. Where you felt shame, joy will erupt. Where you felt lack, double will appear. Where love was stolen, love will be restored in greater measure. Again it is written, I will restore to you the years that the locust has eaten. Joel 2 verse 25. The years you thought wasted, the youth you thought gone, the laughter you thought buried. God himself says, I will restore it. Not man, not chance, not circumstance. God himself. The thief came. They tried to shatter you. They thought if they touched your heart, they could silence your destiny. But the very act of stealing marked you. The very loss became the seal of your chosenness. Now the return begins. First within you, the heaviness breaking, the hope rising, the vision returning. Then around you, doors opening, people aligning, divine love stepping back into your path. You will not walk empty. You will not walk forgotten. This is the word. Stolen love is returning, not as fragile as before, not as easily broken, but fierce, eternal, unshakable. And now the call. If you know this word is yours, if you feel the fire in your chest as you read this, if you sense heaven pulling you out of the shadows, then take the step of faith. Back in Dindek's pointing right. Click join below. Become one of the first chosen ones who will not just hear this prophecy, but live it. This is not about joining a group. This is about declaring, I will not just survive the theft. I will inherit double. Your click is your seal. Your step is your declaration. Chosen one, rise. The time of return has begun. Chosen one, your spirit wasn't the only place that felt the theft. Your body bore the weight of it. Do you remember? The nights when sleep would not come, as though your chest carried an invisible stone. The mornings when your smile cracked but could not shine. The heavy air in your lungs. The fire gone from your eyes. This is what it feels like when love is stolen. Not only sorrow in the heart, but pressure in the skin, in the bones, in the very breath of your being. The Masons did not need to touch your flesh directly. They knew if they could wound your love, your body would ache with the echo. Sleepless nights, heavy chest, trembling hands, shoulders that sag when no one was watching. Your lips smiled, but your body betrayed you. Your energy thinned, your posture bent. Your laughter became memory instead of present fire. You thought it was exhaustion. You thought it was age. You thought it was weakness. No, chosen one. It was theft. But hear this. Restoration does not remain in the unseen. Restoration touches the body too. Your eyes will shine again, not with forced brightness, but with fire that cannot be quenched. Your chest will lift as the stone crumbles. Your laughter will return, and it will be louder than before. Your hands will no longer tremble from emptiness, but burn with renewal. Even now, your body is shifting. Energy is stirring again. Your posture is rising. The glow that left you is returning, little by little, as heaven pours strength back into your frame. This is not only emotional recovery. This is physical prophecy. Where your skin carried grief, it will carry radiance. Where your heart carried heaviness, it will carry flame. Where your breath felt shallow, it will expand with freedom. Chosen one, you will not just feel restored, you will look restored. Those who see you will say, something changed. They will not understand it fully, but they will witness the proof. Your body itself will testify. The stolen love has returned. Chosen one, listen carefully. This is not only about romance. This is not only about someone holding your hand or speaking words of affection. If it were only that, the Masons would not have cared. They feared something far greater. Love was stolen because love is power. When you are loved, you are unstoppable. When you are whole, you do not just survive. You build, you heal, you lead. The enemy knew. If your heart burned with love, you would not hide in corners. You would not shrink in shame. You would rise. You would speak with authority. You would carry joy into dark places and turn despair into hope. Love is not vanity. It is weapon. Love is not weakness. It is the furnace of nations. That is why they struck, not to break your romance, but to silence your mission. They thought if you were starved of love, you would abandon your calling. They thought if they shattered your heart, your voice would tremble. But here's the truth. Your mission was never erased. It was only delayed. Your fire was never extinguished. It was only hidden under ashes. Now the ashes are being blown away. The embers are reigniting. The mission is calling again. Chosen one, you are not restored only for yourself. You are restored for a generation. Your love is not returning so you can boast, but so you can heal. When you are whole, others will find wholeness through you. When you are radiant, others will catch the flame. This is why heaven moves with urgency now. Not because you wept, though heaven held every tear, but because your purpose is larger than your pain. Your destiny requires your restoration. You are not rising into vanity. You are rising into purpose. You are not stepping back into romance alone. You are stepping back into mission, fire, and divine appointment. Chosen one, hear this. The return of your love is the rise of your destiny. Chosen one, this is not a word for tomorrow. This is not a promise for some distant future. It is now. The season of stolen love has ended. Heaven has already begun to return. You can feel it if you pause. The shift in the air, the stir in your chest, the sense that something is moving even when your eyes cannot yet see it. Do not delay. Do not let doubt keep you waiting on the sidelines. Restoration is already in motion, and those who rise now will walk in it fully. Those who hesitate will watch it pass like a river they were too afraid to enter. Your tears have already been counted. Your prayers already recorded. The answer is not forming. It has formed. It is breaking through now. Chosen one. Urgency burns in the spirit. This is the moment. This is a turning point. This is the hour where loss becomes testimony, where wounds become glory. Do not say, maybe later. Do not whisper, perhaps for someone else. The word is yours. The promise is yours. The time is yours. Lift your head. Take your step. Believe with urgency. For the love stolen has already begun to return, and heaven will not delay. Chosen one, you thought the theft proved you were broken. You thought rejection was a mirror showing you unworthy. You believed the absence of love meant the absence of value. But hear the truth. The fact they stole from you is the proof you were carrying something worth stealing. Ordinary hearts are not targeted. Empty vessels are not robbed. Thieves do not waste their hands on the worthless. They only reach for treasure, and they reach for you. Every wound you carry was not a declaration of weakness, but evidence of your weight in the spirit. The Masons knew, if this one rises in love, their fire will burn cities, their joy will topple systems, their destiny will shake foundations. So they struck. Chosen one, what you called weakness, heaven calls proof. What you called failure, heaven calls favor. What you called loss, heaven calls mark of chosenness. You are not broken. You are marked. You are not forgotten. You are chosen. You are not discarded. You are proof of heaven's intention. Do you not see? The very attack against you is the evidence of your worth. The very theft is the testimony of your danger to darkness. The very absence of love was the alarm that heaven would move on your behalf. Lift your head, chosen one. You are not the victim of the story. You are the vessel of prophecy. Your scars are not shame. They are signs. Your story is not over. It is unfolding. Chosen one, you are proof. Proof that heaven marks. Proof that destiny cannot be erased. Proof that what was stolen will be restored double. Never again call yourself broken. From this day, call yourself chosen. Chosen one. Do you wonder if it is really happening? Do you question whether restoration is real or only imagination? Then look, not with fear, but with faith. Signs are already appearing around you. Stand before the mirror. What do you see? Tears that once fell endlessly are beginning to dry. Your eyes are not as heavy as before. There's a faint glimmer where only shadows lived. That is a sign. Notice your posture, where shoulders once slumped under invisible weight. You are beginning to lift again. You walk differently. Even if you don't notice it yet, heaven has shifted something in your stance. That is a sign. Listen to your laughter. It used to be forced, empty, a mask for pain. But recently, you've caught yourself laughing, even softly, even briefly, with sincerity. That is a sign. Your energy is stirring. People are starting to notice something in you. Some can't explain it, but they feel it. The glow that left you is returning. That is a sign. Chosen one. Restoration is not hidden in mystery alone. It leaves fingerprints on the body, on the face, on the spirit. You are becoming proof. The stolen love is returning, but it will not look as fragile as before. It is coming back as divine love, not dependent on circumstance, not breakable by human failure, not fragile under pressure, but love forged in heaven, carried in glory, stronger than death, brighter than fear. Do not ignore these small changes. They are not random. They are not coincidence. They are heaven's whisper saying, I am doing it now. Look again in the mirror. You are not who you were. The signs are here. The return has begun. Chosen one, the word has gone forth. Restoration is not a dream. It is a reality in motion. The love stolen is being returned. The signs are already appearing. But now comes your moment to seal it. In the ancient days, Whenever heaven spoke restoration, the chosen would not remain silent. They made covenant. They sowed a sign. They declared with action, I believe, I receive, I seal it. This is that moment for you. If you are ready to say with more than words, if you are ready to mark this prophecy as yours, then sow your seed, not as money lost, but as a covenant declaration. I accept the return of what was stolen. Backhand index pointing right. Click the Super Thanks button. Sow your $20 seed. Why $20? Because heaven responds to faith, not numbers. 20 is not a price. It is a prophetic sign, a simple, tangible act that says, I stand in agreement with restoration. I will not miss this river. Chosen one, do not let this pass. Your $20 is not currency. It is covenant. It is not a donation. It is declaration. It is your way of writing in the Spirit. The theft is over. The return is mine. When you sow, heaven sees. When you sow, the restoration seals. When you sow, you move from hearing the word to owning the word. Click Super Thanks now. Sow your seed and declare before heaven, my stolen love is returning, and nothing can stop it. Chosen one, restoration is not only a prophecy to receive, it is a lifestyle to live. Heaven is pouring, but you must posture yourself to carry it. Each morning when you rise, declare aloud, my love is not lost. My love is returning. My heart is restored. Let these words fill your room, because your tongue creates the atmosphere of your day. Rest like one who is safe. No longer do you need to fall asleep with fear of betrayal or loneliness. Lay down with the peace that heaven has already secured your future. When you close your eyes, rest in the assurance, what was stolen is being returned. Nourish yourself like one preparing for reunion. Eat not as one surviving sorrow, but as one preparing for joy. Care for your body as if you are dressing for destiny, because restoration touches not only spirit but skin, not only heart but health. Speak with confidence. Refuse the language of loss. Let no word of despair escape your lips, for every word you speak builds either chains or doors. Chosen one, speak doors. Speak light. Speak restoration. Guard your energy. Not every voice deserves your ear. Not every crowd deserves your presence. Protect the flame that is growing again inside you. Do not waste it on those who cannot see your worth. Prepare your space. Clean as though a guest is coming, because joy is at the door. Organize your life as one who expects blessing, not as one settling for emptiness. Chosen one, live as though the prophecy is already fulfilled, because it is. The return is not a distant hope. It is an unfolding reality. Every breath, every choice, every declaration can either water the restoration or choke it. Choose to water it. Wake, rest, nourish, speak, protect, prepare. This is how the restored walk. And this is how you will live, beginning now. Chosen one, we have walked through prophecy. We have seen the truth of the theft, the promise of restoration, the signs already unfolding. Now we seal it, not with whispers of men, but with the fire of heaven. Lift your heart as I pray over you. Prayer, Lord of restoration, King of glory, Father who never forgets his chosen. Today we stand before you with open hearts. We bring the pain, the tears, the memories of love stolen, of nights broken, of dreams delayed, and we lay them at your feet. Lord, your word says a thief comes only to steal, kill, and destroy, but you have come that we may have life and have it abundantly. Today I declare over this chosen one, the days of theft are ended. The season of loss is broken. Restore now, O Lord, the love that was stolen. Heal the wounds that linger in the chest. Replace sorrow with laughter, heaviness with dancing, silence with song. Let the eyes shine again. Let the posture rise again. Let the smile burn bright with fire joy. Father, you promised, instead of shame, a double portion. You promised, I will restore the years the locusts have eaten. Fulfill your word now in the life of this chosen one. Double restoration, double joy, double inheritance. Let it not be theory. Let it not be dream. Let it manifest in their life, their body, their future, their relationships. And Lord, let this love not only heal them, but overflow into others. Let their restoration ignite a mission. Let their wholeness birth healing for nations. Let their testimony break chains in countless lives. I seal this prayer in the name above every name, the name of Jesus, and I declare it is done. Amen.